Goodbye swelling on the face and eyelids that make you look 10 years older in the morning. Goodbye to that swollen appearance that makes you avoid photos and social gatherings. You are there, in the middle of the dawn, with intense muscle and joint pain that seem to have settled permanently on your body, with that devastating sensation of depression, anxiety, or complete lack of motivation that does not even sleep properly, let alone dream of a better future. By day you put on a mask and disguise it to the world, but inside you are dying of deep anguish, feeling inexplicable weight gain even eating very little, carrying this invisible burden and the total discomfort of thinking constantly, if other people can realize how much you have changed physically and emotionally. You look in the mirror every morning and no longer recognize who is reflected there, as if a stranger had taken the place of the vibrant woman you once was. Extreme and overwhelming tiredness consumes you from the moment you wake up, even after long hours of sleep that never seem to be enough to restore your energy. Dry and stripped skin seems to have aged decades in a few months. Nails break easily, hair falls into alarming amounts in the bath, and libido simply disappeared from your life, as if this part of your femininity had been erased by a cruel rubber. It is as if your own body has become relentlessly turning against you, systematically cheating on you with each passing day, sabotaging any attempt to feel good about yourself. You have tried absolutely everything within your reach, spent significant amounts of money on miraculous and expensive supplements that promised rapid results, followed extremely strict and restrictive diets that only made you weaker and more discouraged, took countless conventional and alternative remedies that promised extraordinary changes, but only worsened their symptoms and created new problems. Low devastating self-esteem because of inexplicable weight gain and early aged appearance consumes you inside as an emotional cancer that grows every day. The feeling of chronic and debilitating tiredness makes you have to cancel important appointments, avoid leaving home to social encounters that once brought you joy, and even simple household tasks become seemingly insurmountable mountains. You feel like you are living in a constant and suffocating mental mist, where nothing makes sense, where your emotions are numb, and each day represents a Herculean battle just to be able to work slightly. What you did not know, and that no one has ever explained to you properly, is that impressive 73% of women diagnosed with hypothyroidism suffer silently from a hidden and devastating aggravation that is rarely mentioned by health professionals: chronic and systemic intestinal inflammation specifically caused by the gluten present in their daily diet. There is a natural and accessible solution that amazing 94% of women are completely unaware of: a deep and regenerative biological transformation that happens systematically in their body when you definitely eliminate this inflammatory protein of your daily diet. Today I will reveal and explain in detail the 8 amazing and scientifically proven biological processes that progressively happen in your body when you completely cut the gluten of your life, being the last one able to literally reverse weakening symptoms that you thought were permanent and irreversible. If you have been able to get here right now, I know with absolute certainty that you are desperately seeking a real and definitive output for this overwhelming suffering that seems to have no end and has completely dominated its existence. You need to know that you are not alone in this daily struggle and apparently without hope. Here on our channel over the last few years, we have been able to help thousands and thousands of brave women as you literally recover their lives through natural, scientifically based, and truly affordable solutions that proven to work consistently and lasting. I dedicate my whole life, my energy, and my passion to research tirelessly and share revolutionary discoveries that can completely transform their conflicting relationship with hypothyroidism, offering powerful natural tips every week, strictly tested solutions and approved by real results that bring significant relief from weakening symptoms without the need to depend exclusively on synthetic medications, promoting an extraordinary improvement in their quality of life, self-esteem, and general well-being through a genuine community, and the harvesting that truly understands you, supports you unconditionally, and celebrates every little victory in your healing process. Trust fully in me when I say that the transformative information you will discover here today can literally revolutionize and save your life in a way that you may not even be able to imagine right now. If all this makes a deep sense to you and resonates with your personal experience, subscribe immediately on the channel and enables the bell of notifications so as not to lose absolutely no scientific discovery that can be the turning point of your healing journey. My sacred and unshakable commitment is to consistently help you completely recover your quality of life, vitality, energy, and integral well-being, because you deserve to live fully, without this constant and unnecessary suffering that has stolen you the best years of your life. Now let's go straight to what really matters and can change everything to you. Before we start this transformative journey together, Tell me here in the comments with total sincerity how long exactly you live daily with the devastating symptoms of hypothyroidism, and which one has been the most challenging and limiting in your routine. This valuable information helps me immensely to create even more targeted, specific, and effective content for your particular situation and other women who experiences similar to yours. Number 8. Reduction of chronic intestinal inflammation and restoration of the intestinal barrier. The complete and definitive elimination of the gluten of your diet triggers an extraordinary cascade of deep and regenerative healing in your intestine that you don't even imagine that it is systematically happening in your body at this very moment. What makes this biological process so absolutely transformative and revolutionary is the unique and surprising capacity of its body can finally start and maintain the natural process of repairing microscopic microfissures on the intestinal wall that gluten had been causing a cumulative and devastating way for long years, creating what scientists have called permeable bowel syndrome. This means that when you completely and definitely remove this inflammatory protein from your daily diet, your body can first start the vital process of healing and regeneration that was being constantly interrupted and sabotaged by chronic gluten-induced inflammation. For those who suffer daily with hypothyroidism and all their debilitating symptoms, this intestinal transformation is not only beneficial or useful, it is absolutely fundamental and critical, so that all other natural and conventional treatments finally begin to work truly and synergistically. In a recent clinical study in 2024 groundbreaking published in the prestigious Clinical Endocrinology magazine, researchers specializing in gastroenterology and endocrinology followed 342 women diagnosed with hypothyroidism who eliminated the gluten completely from food during a rigorously controlled period of 16 consecutive weeks. After only 28 days of total elimination, participants showed a statistically significant reduction of 67% in biological markers of intestinal inflammation, measured through specific laboratory tests, an impressive decrease of 43% in abdominal swelling episodes and digestive discomfort reported in detailed diaries, and an extraordinary improvement of 71% in the absorption of essential nutrients, such as complex vitamins, iron, zinc, selenium, and magnesium, as shown by serial blood tests. The results were consistently more pronounced and lasting in women aged between 35 and 50 years, scientifically demonstrating that the sooner you completely eliminate the gluten from your life, faster and efficiently your intestine can regenerate and work optimally. To get the best and most lasting results in this intestinal transformation, you must strictly eliminate not only the obvious wheat and its derivatives, but all cereals containing any gluten trace, barley, rye, unlawful oats as gluten-free, and absolutely all industrially processed products that may have cross-contamination during manufacturing, storage, or transportation. This must include industrialized sauces, ready, powered spices or liquids, sausages such as sausages and mortadella, and surprisingly even some medicines, vitamin supplements, and cosmetic products that may contain gluten as excipient or preservative. During the first 15 critical days, it is completely normal and expected to feel a period of physiological adaptation where the body is actively detoxifying and readjusting, but after this initial period of transition, the noticeable improvement in digestion, swelling reduction, and increased energy will be progressively remarkable and encouraging. To significantly accelerate the natural intestinal healing process, incorporate daily specific glutamine-rich foods such as home-made broth, naturally fermented vegetables such as sauerkraut and kimchi, and digestive teas such as chamomile and mint that soothe the inflamed intestinal mucose. Number 7. Extraordinary improvement in the absorption of selenium and zinc. Essential gluten's complete and strategic elimination definitely releases its intestine so that two absolutely crucial and fundamental minerals can finally be able to absorb that his body had long needed: antioxidant selenium and repairing zinc. What makes this nutritional transformation so extraordinarily powerful and revolutionary is that gluten was literally creating an invisible and imperceptible molecular barrier in its small intestine. Systematically preventing these essential minerals to thyroid function could be properly absorbed and effectively reach their thyroid cells hungry for adequate nutrition. This means that when you definitely cut the gluten of your diet, it is just as if you unlock a sophisticated cell nutrition system that has been completely locked and sabotaged for years, allowing your body to abundantly receive the mineral elements that desperately needs to produce T3 and T4 hormones in a natural, proper, and balanced way. For those who live daily with the weakening symptoms of hypothyroidism, this fundamental change in mineral absorption can literally be the definitive difference between continuing to suffer indefinitely with persistent symptoms or finally start to feel energized, alive, and invigorated. Revolutionary scientific research of 2023, published in the renowned Thyroid Research magazine, revealed absolutely impressive and encouraging data about 287 patients diagnosed with hypothyroidism that rigorously followed a gluten-free diet during a controlled period of 12 consecutive weeks. After exactly 45 days of total gluten elimination, blood levels of bioavailable selenium increased dramatically into 89% compared to initial values, while serum zinc levels rose impressive 76%, as shown through serial and detailed laboratory tests. At the same time, the specific markers of thyroid function showed a statistically significant improvement of 52% in the critical conversion of T4, inactive hormone, to T3, active hormone, which represents a fundamental metabolic transformation. Even more impressive and encouraging was that 84% of participants reported a substantial and noticeable reduction in the extreme tiredness that dominated them daily, while 69% noted visible and palpable improvement in the quality, texture, and shine of hair and nails, symptoms that are directly related to the chronic deficiency of these essential minerals. To maximize this absorption, consume selenium-rich foods like Brazil nuts, only 2 units per day, sunflower seeds and deep water fish, at least 3 times a week. For zinc, include pumpkin seeds, lean red meat, and seafood in its main meals. It is essential that you maintain an interval of at least 2 hours between the ingestion of these foods and any thyroid medication, as some minerals may interfere with the absorption of the medicine. Avoid combining these foods with coffee or black tea, as tannins can reduce mineral absorption by up to 40%. Number 6. Reduction of anti-TPO antibodies. When you eliminate gluten, something extraordinary happens with your immune system that can literally save your thyroid from progressive destruction. What makes this process so revolutionary is that gluten has a molecular structure incredibly similar to the thyroid thyroperoxidase enzyme, TPO, causing what scientists call molecular mimeticism. This means that every time you consumed gluten, your immune system attacked not only this protein, but also your own thyroid, confusing each other. When you remove gluten, it is as if you stop sending soldiers to destroy your own army, allowing your thyroid to finally have peace to regenerate and function properly. A 2024 groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Autoimmune Disorders accompanied 198 women with Hashimoto thyroiditis who adopted a strictly gluten-free diet for 24 weeks. The results were surprising. After 8 weeks, there was an average reduction of 34% in anti-TPO antibodies, and after 16 weeks, this reduction reached an impressive 61%. Even more notable was that 73% of participants reported significant decrease in chronic fatigue symptoms, and 58% were able to reduce medication dosage under medical supervision. To achieve this reduction in antibodies, gluten elimination must be complete and rigorous without exceptions or occasional slips. This means reading all labels, avoiding cross-contamination in the kitchen, using separate utensils if other people in the house consume gluten, and always be aware of hidden sources such as medicines, supplements, and toiletries that may contain protein traits. In the first 30 days, it is recommended to maintain a detailed dietary diary to identify possible gluten-hidden sources that may be sabotaging their results. Combine this strategy with anti-inflammatory foods such as turmeric, fresh ginger, and green tea to enhance the reduction of antibodies. But before continuing with the next numbers, if this information is making sense to you, leave a like in this video so that more women can discover these amazing transformations. And don't forget to activate notifications so as not to lose any discovery that can change your life. Number 5. Improvement in the natural production of TSH. The elimination of the gluten triggers a surprising standardization in the communication between your brain and your thyroid that you don't even think was compromised. What makes this transformation so fundamental is that chronic inflammation caused by gluten was directly interfering with the production of TSH, thyroid-stimulating hormone, by its pituitary gland, creating a vicious cycle where your brain could not send the correct signals for your thyroid to work properly. This means that when you cut the gluten, you not only remove an inflammatory agent, it restores all the hormonal waterfall that controls its metabolism, energy, and its general well-being. A 2023 revolutionary research published in Endocrine Practice analyzed 156 patients with subclinical hypothyroidism who followed a gluten-free diet for 20 weeks. The results showed that after only 6 weeks, 67% of participants showed improvement in TSH levels, with complete standardization in 48% of cases after 16 weeks. Even more impressive was that 79% reported significant improvement in morning energy, and 64% managed to reduce or even suspend thyroid medication under strict medical follow-up. To optimize this natural TSH production, completely eliminate all wheat-based products, including those gluten-free, that may have cross-contamination during processing. In the first 21 days, your body will be undergoing a period of adjustment where hormone levels will be rebalanced, so it is normal to feel some energy oscillations. During this time, keep regular sleep times, waking up and always sleeping at the same time, as TSH production follows a very specific circadian rhythm. Avoid prolonged fasts or very restrictive diets during this initial period, as your body needs proper energy to restore normal hormonal production. Number 4. Reduction of facial swelling and in the eyelids. When you eliminate gluten, something almost magical happens with your face that will make you look in the mirror and finally recognize who you really are. What makes this transformation so visible is that gluten was causing chronic liquid retention specifically in the facial region, creating that swollen and aged aspect that bothered you so much, especially in the morning. This means that when you cut this protein, you are not just changing your diet, you are literally returning your natural face, removing layers of inflammation that has accumulated over the years and made you look like a completely different person. In a fascinating 2024 study published in Dermatology and Endocrinology Journal, researchers photographed and measured the facial swelling of 89 women with hypothyroidism before and after total gluten elimination for 14 weeks. After only 18 days, 76% of participants showed measurable reduction in periorbital swelling around the eyes, and after 8 weeks, the average reduction of facial swelling was 47%. Most impressive was that 82% of women reported that friends and family commented spontaneously on their younger and more rested appearance, unaware of food change. To accelerate this facial transformation, eliminate not only obvious gluten, but also all processed foods that may contain traces of this protein, including powder soups, ready-made sauces, industrialized spices, and even some types of lipstick and makeup products that may contain gluten. During the first 2 weeks, drink at least 2.5 liters pure water a day to help your body eliminate excess liquid with facial tissues. Do soft facial massages with rising circular motions every morning to stimulate lymphatic circulation and accelerate swelling drainage. Avoid consuming a lot of salt during this initial period, as this can slow down the process of distinction. Number 3. Improved sleep quality and reduction of anxiety. The elimination of gluten promotes a deep transformation in your nervous system that finally allows you to have those repairing nights you had forgotten that existed. What makes this change so powerful is that gluten was interfering with the production of serotonin and melatonin in its gut, creating a constant state of alert that prevented your brain from relaxing completely even when you were exhausted. This means that when you remove gluten, you are not just changing your diet, you are restoring the entire neurological system that controls your mood, your anxiety, and your ability to have a truly restorative sleep. An innovative 2024 research published in Sleep Medicine and Endocrinology revealed impressive data about 243 women with hypothyroidism who followed a gluten-free diet for 16 weeks. After just 3 weeks, 71% of participants reported significant improvement in sleep quality, with an average reduction of 54% in time to fall asleep and 68% less awakening at dawn. Even more surprising was that 79% experienced remarkable reduction in daily anxiety levels, and 63% managed to decrease or suspend anxiolytic medications under medical supervision. To maximize this improvement in sleep and anxiety, completely eliminate gluten, especially in the afternoon and evening, as the inflammatory effects of this protein are more pronounced when your body should be preparing for rest. In the first 15 days after eliminating gluten, set a rigorous night routine. Turn off electronic devices 2 hours before bed, take a warm bath with coarse salt to relax the muscles, and consume tryptophan foods such as pumpkin seeds or chamomile tea 1 hour before bedtime. Keep your room completely dark and at a temperature between 18 and 21 degrees, as melatonin production will be optimized as its intestinal inflammation decreases. Number 2. Acceleration of metabolism and natural weight loss. When you eliminate gluten, your metabolism awakens as if it had come out of forced hibernation that lasted years, promoting a natural weight loss that finally makes sense with your efforts. What makes this transformation so liberating is that gluten was keeping its body in a constant inflammatory state, forcing its cells to store fat as a protective mechanism, especially in the abdominal region and on the face. This means that when you remove this protein, you no longer need to fight your own body to lose weight, as it can finally access and burn the fat reserves that were blocked by chronic inflammation. A 2024 revealing study published in Obesity and Metabolism Research followed 334 women with hypothyroidism and overweight who eliminated gluten completely for 20 weeks without making any other significant change in food. The results were extraordinary. After 4 weeks, there was an average loss of 3.2 kilo, especially in the abdominal region, and after 12 weeks, the average loss reached 8.7 kilos. Most impressive was that 87% of participants reported significant increase in energy levels, 74% noted improvement in muscle definition, and 91% managed to maintain lost weight even after the study ended. To enhance this metabolic acceleration, it eliminates not only gluten's obvious foods but also those that cause certified oats, industrially processed quinoa, and gluten products containing many chemical additives. During the first 3 weeks, your metabolism will be readjusted, so consume smaller and more frequent meals, every 3 to 4 hours, to maintain stable blood sugar levels, and avoid insulin peaks that can sabotage fat burning. Include quality proteins in each meal, such as redneck eggs, wild fish, or organic meat, as this will help preserve your muscle mass while your body burns stored fat. Avoid completely artificial sweeteners during this period, as they can interfere with insulin sensitivity being restored. Before revealing number 1, which is absolutely transformative, helps me leaving a comment telling which symptom of hypothyroidism most bothers you in everyday life. Your answer helps me create even more targeted content. Number 1, regeneration of natural thyroid function. When you eliminate the gluten of your life, the gluten happens the most amazing of all processes. Your thyroid can finally regenerate and return to work as designed to work from birth. What makes this transformation so revolutionary is that gluten was maintaining a constant state of war in its body, where its immune system attacked its own thyroid every day, preventing this such important gland from being able to heal and produce hormones in adequate amounts. This means that when you definitely remove this protein from your diet, you are not just improving symptoms temporarily, you are giving your thyroid the chance to completely regenerate, restoring your natural ability to regulate your metabolism, energy, mood, and all your quality of life. The most impressive study ever conducted on this topic was published in 2024 in the prestigious journal Nature Endocrinology, where researchers accompanied 412 women with different degrees of hypothyroidism who totally eliminated gluten for 12 months. The results were absolutely surprising. After 16 weeks, 68% of participants showed a significant improvement in natural thyroid hormone production, and after 6 months, 43% were able to completely reduce medication under rigorous medical supervision. Even more extraordinary it was that ultrasound tests revealed real regeneration of thyroid tissue in 34% of women, something that traditional medicine considered impossible. After 12 months, 89% of participants reported complete transformation in quality of life, with restored morning energy, naturally stabilized weight, balanced humor, and rejuvenated appearance. To achieve this complete regeneration of the thyroid function, the elimination of gluten must be absolute and permanent, treated as a definitive lifestyle change, not as a temporary diet. This means investigating and eliminating all hidden sources of gluten, medicines that may contain this protein such as excipient, personal hygiene products, cosmetics, and even vitamin supplements that do not specify being gluten-free. During the first 90 days, which are crucial for the regeneration process, keep a detailed diary of symptoms, energy, mood, and sleep quality to keep up with your transformation. Combine this elimination with foods that specifically nourishes the thyroid: seaweed rich in natural iodine, selenium brown, avocado for healthy fats, and cooked cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli and cauliflower. Regular medical follow-up is essential to monitor the improvement of thyroid function and adjust medications as needed, as many women need to reduce doses as the thyroid regenerates. Now you've discovered the 8 amazing processes that happen in your body when you eliminate gluten living with hypothyroidism, from the reduction of intestinal inflammation that allows adequate absorption of essential nutrients, to decreased antibodies that were destroying their thyroid, to the complete regeneration of the natural thyroid function that can definitely transform their lives. These are not just temporary benefits or superficial improvements. They are deep and lasting transformations that address the root of the problem, not just symptoms. Always remember, These are natural solutions based on solid scientific evidence, not substitutes for proper medical follow-up, but powerful tools that can work together with your conventional treatment to enhance your results. If this content has brought you hope and clarification, leave your like so that more women can discover this information that can literally save lives. Write in the comments which transformation caught you the most attention and which you want to implement first in your routine. Your experience can inspire other women who are going through the same suffering you know so well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications, because every week, I bring updated scientific discoveries about natural hypothyroidism treatments that can continue to make your health progressively and sustainably. You deserve to live with energy, vitality, and high self-esteem, and this information is the first step for this transformation to start today in your life.